There's a number Charlie Munger called the hardest and most important milestone in building wealth, the first $100,000. So how many people actually get there? And at what age? The data might surprise you. Quick ground rules, because this channel runs on data, not opinions. Everything here comes from official public sources, the Federal Reserve's Survey of Consumer Finances, the 2022 survey, the most recent complete one, plus Vanguard's How America Saves report and Fidelity's latest quarterly data. Every link is in the description. And to be clear, this is education, not financial advice. No recommendations, just the numbers. The plan, decade by decade, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. And at the end, the simple math that made Munger call this number the one that changes everything. Let's start in your 20s, where the picture looks bleakest, and that's normal. The Federal Reserve puts the median net worth for households under 35 at just $39,040. Median means the middle. Half of all young households have less than that. And net worth counts everything you own minus everything you owe, student loans included. So how many 20-somethings have crossed $100,000? Based on the Fed's survey data, only about 1 in 4 households headed by someone in their late 20s has a net worth of $100,000 or more. Look at actual retirement accounts, and the numbers shrink further. In Vanguard's data, nearly 5 million real 401k accounts. The median balance under age 25 is $1,948. For ages 25 to 34, $16,255. $16,000 against a $100,000 milestone. If that's roughly where you are, the data says you're not behind. You're the median. The first stretch is slow for almost everyone, and in a few minutes, you'll see the mathematical reason why. Now you're 30s, and this is the decade where the crowd starts to split. Between 30 and 34, the median household net worth jumps to roughly $88,600. That means right around your early 30s, the typical American household is knocking on the door of $100,000 for the first time. By ages 35 to 44, the official Fed median is $135,300, and a little over half of households in that bracket are past the $100,000 mark. But here's the catch, and it's the most important distinction in this entire video. Net worth is not the same as savings. Net worth includes your home equity and your car. Look at pure retirement accounts and the story changes. The median 401k balance for ages 35 to 44 is $39,958, under $40,000 for people halfway through their careers. So in your 30s, two things are true at once. The typical household crosses $100,000 in total net worth, while holding well under half of that in actual invested savings. Your 40s. For households age 45 to 54, the Fed's median net worth is $246,700, and roughly 2 out of 3 households in this group are above $100,000. Crossing 6 figures has flipped from the exception to the norm, but the savings gap from your 30s, it doesn't close, it widens. The median 401k balance for 45 to 54-year-olds is $67,796, still under $100,000. Even the average balance, which is pulled way up by a small number of very large accounts, sits at $188,643. Read that carefully. In their late 40s, the typical American household is worth $250,000 on paper and still hasn't put $100,000 into retirement accounts. Most of that net worth is the house. So surely by the 50s, everyone's past $100,000 in savings. Here's the twist. Total net worth, yes, mostly. The median for ages 55 to 64 is $364,270, and about 3 in 4 households in that group are above $100,000. Past 65, roughly 4 in 5. But actual retirement savings, the median 401k balance for ages 55 to 64, people at the edge of retirement, is $95,642, still below $100,000. And across all ages, only a little over half of American families, 54.3%, have any retirement account at all. Among those who do, the median holding is $86,900. One number for perspective from the other end. Of the tens of millions of accounts Fidelity administers, about 645,000 people had a 401k worth $1 million or more in early 2026. Seven-figure accounts make headlines precisely because they're rare. Let's put the whole picture on one chart. This is where you find yourself. The share of households with a net worth of at least $100,000 by age. Late 20s, about 25%. Early 30s, about half. Ages 35 to 44, a bit over half. 45 to 54, around 2/3. 55 to 64, about 3/4. 65 and up, roughly 4 and 5. Wherever you are on this chart, if you're above the line for your age group, the data says you're ahead of most of your peers, even if social media makes you feel broke. And if you're below it, notice that the line itself keeps climbing for 3 more decades. This curve is not a verdict, it's a trajectory. So why did Munger obsess over this specific number? Because of what compounding does after it. Run a simple model. $500 a month, growing at 7% a year. A deliberately modest assumption. The S&P 500's long-run average is higher, but past returns never guarantee future ones. In this model, the first $100,000 takes about 11 years. The second takes about 6, the third about 4, the fourth closer to 3. Same deposits, same return, each step faster than the last. And here's the moment Munger was pointing at. Once the account holds $100,000, a 7% year adds $7,000, more than the $6,000 you're putting in yourself. That's the crossover. Before $100,000, your savings do most of the work. After it, the money starts to outwork you. Reaching it isn't easy. It's the steepest part of the climb, which is exactly what the age-by-age numbers just showed. 3 honest caveats before you compare yourself to anything. First, medians versus averages. Fidelity's average 401k balance is $141,000, but Vanguard's median is about $38,000. Averages get dragged up by a few huge accounts. The median is the honest middle. When a headline says average, check which one it means. Second, the Fed's numbers are from its 2022 survey. The newest complete data there is, but a snapshot, not a scoreboard. Third, the data describes what is. It doesn't know your rent, your city, or your starting line. So, how many people have $100,000 saved? By net worth, most households get there in their 30s or 40s. By actual invested savings, even many near retirees never do. That's the honest picture. If you want to see exactly where you stand, we built a free net worth percentile calculator on the same Federal Reserve data. Enter your age and numbers. It shows your exact percentile. Link in the description.